Hi everyone, welcome to I'm All Right. I'm Lisa Robertson, and this is the YouTube channel that's designed to help new and aspiring writers get the skill set and the mindset they need in order to take their writing to the next level. This is our last video in this week's series. This week's series was about what the 7 steps to revision success, and we've covered a lot of ground this week. We've gone over a lot of things that you need to do, given you a lot of solid examples and ways that you can implement these on your own. I'm really kind of proud of this series, I have to say. And today we're going to talk about kind of the last thing that you need to keep in mind, and that is that it has to be slow and steady. You know, you are definitely the tortoise and not the hare in this situation. I think when you finish a novel, it's such an achievement when you finish the draft of a novel, right? It's such an achievement. You're so excited. You cannot wait to get it out into the world. There is a real tendency to want to rush through every next step, right? You want to query agents right away. You want to self-publish it if that's what you're doing. Like, you really don't want to take the time because you've already been taking so much time, right? Draft of a novel, especially your first one, it can be a long, arduous process. I know it was for me. It took me a very long time to get a draft complete, and even longer, really even longer, to really revise it to the point where I was happy with it. So I understand that. But I want you to really remember how important it is to not rush through all these steps, okay? You really need to take that moratorium. You really need to savor that moment when you first complete it, right? You need to go through it and tackle the problems one by one by one. And you need to get all your feedback together, let it sit with you and marinate on how you're going to actually start to incorporate that feedback and what feedback works and what feedback doesn't. You're going to have to be ruthless and go through and take all the things out that needs to come out so you can add all the things that need to come in. And then once you've done all that, you have to really, again, take another break, relax, and get away from the novel again, and then read it all the way through. If you're not good at grammar or spelling, hire someone to do that for you, or if it is something you can take on yourself, really go through that long and arduous process of dotting all the I's and T's. And then if you do all that and then read it like a reader, like we talked in yesterday's video, then you can start to get your query letters together, start sending it out, doing all those things that are the important part of getting your novel out into the world. But what I wanted to tell you today, as part of this last process, is how important it is to be slow through every step. Okay, this isn't really a 7th step. This is really just an emphasis on what you need to do every step along the way. And that is, when you think you're done, think again. When you think you've done it enough, do it one more time. I know the urge is to just charge ahead, right? But it's a mistake. I'll tell you, I queried way before I should have, before I did some of the hard work that needed to be done. And when you do that, you're just hurting your chances of getting an agent. Know that there's some realities here, right? Getting the novel drafted takes a long time. Getting it revised takes a long time. Querying can be a long and arduous process. Even once you get an agent that's interested to work for you, doing their changes and doing the things that they want you to do, long and arduous process. Then there's that whole thing of shopping it around, and then those changes that they want you to have. And then you have to get slotted into a spot for when it's going to come out. This is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of patience, and it's something you might as well get used to now. So please remember how important it is to take the time to get this right. How much have you already invested of yourself, of your energy, of your time, of your hopes and your dreams? Why would you rush through it now and jeopardize your chances? That's all I have for you today. That is the end of this series. We'll be back tomorrow with a whole new series, and I can't wait to share that information with you. And I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.